Hey there. I just want to read this to you again. So remember we're talking about that it wasn't always this way. 55, Victor LeBeau, LEBOW, I think that's how you'd say it. Our enormously productive economy demands that we make consumption our way of life, that we convert the buying and use of goods into rituals. You see a lot of that right now. That we seek our spiritual satisfaction, our ego satisfaction in consumption. The measure of social success, of social acceptance, of prestige is now to be found in our consumptive patterns. The very meaning and significance of our lives today expressed in consumptive terms. The greater the pressure upon the individual to conform to safe, accepted social standards, the more does he tend to express his aspirations and individuality in terms of what he wears, drives, eats, his home, his car, his pattern of food servings, his hobbies. So, if you're looking around today, here we are in the buying season. Something for you to really appreciate, I guess, is that this didn't happen because human beings became selfish or something like that, or human beings became um, somehow all concerned with what other people are thinking. It was manufactured. It was manufactured. So, and different economies exist, and they're not socialism. So don't click away. Credit card debt right now, all-time high, 1.23 trillion. Ironic, given that people are say that they're exhausted with stuff, right? So part of what that means, very simply, is that it worked. The system is working exactly as defined, and we're burning out inside of it. So I don't like to be somebody who says, don't do, don't do, don't do, or that's not right, not right, not right. I'd like to give you, like, well, here's the thing to do. Here's something that might be better. So there are places around the world where they're called well-being economies, and they're not radical places. New Zealand, Scotland, Wales, some provinces of Canada. They are, as countries, measuring success not by consumption, but by health, by education, by ecological stability. Let's see, they have six things: community, cohesion, equity, meaning. So that's, in other words, it isn't that if you've ever been to any of those places, and I've been to two of them, you know that these are fun people. It is enjoyable to be there. People do not look like whatever, stressed out. So, I mean, the difference is that when you are encouraged, supported by the majority culture narrative, to listen to your intrinsic values, right? Growth, relationships, contribution. That turns into well-being, your own personal development, your own personal relationships and contribution to the larger world and to the people around you. Extrinsic values consistently lower well-being. Extrinsic values consistently, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't even feel like I should go into all the studies on that one. So status stuff, image, well-being down. I'm not, look, I love America and I want to stay here. And I'm not suggesting some sort of overthrow. I'm saying that if we were to think about these systems are here to serve human beings so that they can be, really the best version of themselves, which is not a consumptive being. It's not around consumption. And not the other way around. I mean, we are not here to serve a system that basically says you're not anything if you're not consuming, especially if you're not conspicuously consuming, so you can be a part of the pressure on other people to also consume those. So, you weren't born a consumer. That identity was installed in you, placed on you because it was profitable. And around here we teach narrative shifting, and some of the narratives are identity narratives, and you can shift away from that. You can put it down. You can pick up something that is more classic, older than 70 years, truer, and vastly more powerful, really, which is that you are here to love and contribute. You are at a narrative level. You are a citizen of where you live and of the world. You are a contributor. You're a member of the human family. So is everybody else. And anything that you give in the land of love and contribution is way more than anything money can buy. And I know we all know that. So, at any rate, this is the end of this series. And I hope that you get some freedom. And I hope it helps you go into this season of love with more focus on love than on consumption. Please do not. I mean, I think when you're consuming and you're buying something, just pause a moment, go inside and say, is this about me loving in the deepest way I could love? Especially if you're a grandparent, is this about me loving in the deepest way I could love? Or would I contribute more through something that is not a consumable? Could I contribute more through some other kind of thing? All right. I hope this series has been helpful. I really hope that you will forward this to people. And by forward, I take that back. What I really hope is that you just post it on your Facebook page because you never know who needs to hear this. I never know. I get responses from people I barely know who find these incredibly helpful. So you don't know who's on your Facebook page, who are one of your Facebook friends who might really need to hear this Christmas. It might give them just the little extra boost they need to feel like they're more than a consumer, and so is everybody they're buying presents for. And there might be a way to do this Christmas a little differently. All right, if I don't see you before, happy holidays, happy December holidays, and probably do a little something before New Year's. All right, good day.